Welcome to my very first 30 under 30. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I'm hoping the video is going to be under 30 minutes. Today we're going to be looking at Autumn Calabrese, Beachbody, now BODi Super Trainer, and Carl says that Beachbody, now BODi, is about health esteem. It's about then and nows, not before and afters. It's about feeling good, and if you look good too, that's a plus. That's just my understanding of it. His platformed super trainer, Autumn Calabrese, maybe finding herself having a hard time getting on board with this new perspective with everything she said about those other people who are bigger than she is. I'll be playing a few clips for the intro. I won't be reacting much. Once we set the foundation, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna react to her live that she did in the past 24 hours, and I will tell you this. You may or may not see some hypocritical behavior, some lack of acknowledgement of believing something very strongly and very differently before you were told to fall in line by the CEO of Beachbody. You decide for yourself, and let's begin.
Feeling really good. Just did my photos. Obviously, I'm up before the sun today because I've got to film and then travel. But week one is feeling good. I'm down 1.5 pounds. I can definitely tell that the bloat is gone way down, and I'm feeling really good. Today's travel day. I always like doing movement on travel day. It feels just good moving my body. And I know you may stay on a plane for several hours, so getting a little walk, maybe 25-30 minutes. Obviously, I'm not going that fast. I'm going to do a little home rolling and stretching. It is one of my rest days, obviously, for 4 weeks for everybody. It is the last day of one, and I'm feeling really good. So we get this walk in and then get inside. Really quickly, I want to do my measurement for you guys. So when I measured at the start of the week, my waist was at 27.5. Now, I'm not expecting to see like a huge drop in my waist, even though the bloat is gone. I didn't do a video of that. I should have, but here we go. We're at 27. And you guys, when I do it, I always go right through my belly button so that I have the exact same measurement each time. And you can see we're right at the 27. So 1/2 inch down on the waist. And I'm going to do my hips off camera because I need to do it without bulky pants. Might seem weird, but like I said, it's a travel day, so I did not save a lot of groceries. I made sure I ate all my food, so stuff wasn't just sitting in the fridge. So breakfast is actually leftover dinner, having my meatloaf and some broccoli. It's a red, 2 greens. I will make some oats with that for my yellow A, and that's breakfast. It's gonna taste delicious, you guys. You gotta let go of that concept of it has to be this or it has to be that for breakfast or dinner or whatever. I love to have breakfast for dinner sometimes, so there we go. Getting ready to head to the airport in a few minutes, but I just wanted to show you guys the snacks I am taking on the plane. This is totally doable. So I did a kale salad with some rotisserie chicken on there. Now I'm gonna take my salad dressing. I measured it out in my orange. Pour it in here, close this up nice and tight. You guys can absolutely bring food on the airplane. If you want to keep it cold, your ice packs just need to be frozen. That's the rule. Basically, I can shake that up. I'm bringing my apple, that travels easy, some strawberries and mangoes, so those will be my 2 purples. Bring in my guacamole for part of my blue, well, for my blue, I won't eat all that, obviously. And then bell peppers and mini cucumbers. So I have 2 greens right here and 2 greens right here because I get 6 in the day, so that covers my other greens that I have for the day. My blue, I used my orange. I've got my 2 purples, had breakfast, gonna grab my Shakeology packets to bring with me, and I'm all set for the trip. Made it to Orlando, you guys. Enjoyed my food that I packed for the plane. Feeling really good. That is officially a wrap on week 1 of 4-week gut protocol and 4 weeks for everybody. What's up, everybody? It's Autumn here, and I'm taking a minute to come to you guys live because I want to talk about... Okay, what's up, everyone? It's Autumn here. I want to make sure I'm actually live, but I want to take a minute to come to you guys and talk to you about a post that I did earlier today. For a few reasons, because it's very rare that I'll get on social media and defend myself in any way. If I put up a post, I'm totally okay with what I'm saying and the message I'm trying to get across, and I won't come on and try and defend it. But today, I kind of feel the need to. So earlier, I did a post. It was actually a repost that I did, and it was a photo of 2 elderly women, or women in their 80s. And one of them is in very good shape and very vibrant and looks incredibly strong. And the other photo is of a woman who doesn't look very strong, looks rather frail, and maybe doesn't look like she has the best of her health in her, okay? So here is actually the photo that I posted, okay? And in my comment, all I said is, it's Monday, what will you choose? Because when I look at that photo, what I see is two women that are the same age, and like I said, one clearly is in better health and stronger than the other. It is about their health. That's what I see when I look at that photo. I definitely never made a comment about their actual physical bodies, like one is ripped and one is not, which many people have felt the need to come on and say I was body shaming the elderly. I wasn't body shaming anybody. And again, it is a reposted photo that a doctor actually posted first. That's where I got the image from. But that's not what the message is about. It's not about their body. It's about choosing your health at any age. And that is the message that I was trying to get across. And anybody that I would think that knows me or follows me would know what my goal is in my job and what I do on a daily basis in promoting health and promoting fitness, promoting it at any age, at any level. It doesn't matter where you start. All that matters is that you take charge of your health. And then it can be changed at any age and at any day and at any time. That's what I see when I see those two women, is that maybe one made a choice more so than the other one. Of course, we don't know the circumstances of both ladies, right? That any number of things could have happened as to why one lady is more fit and one lady isn't. But the point is what I was trying to get across was to choose your health, to get up every day and make the choice to be as healthy as you possibly can within the control of your circumstances that you have, right? Okay, so that being said, let me share a slightly more personal story with you guys so that you really understand. If you don't know me and you choose to continue following me, you know where I'm coming from. I'm not the person that's going to body shame anybody ever. It's just not even imaginable for me, okay? My grandma, who I absolutely love and adore, and I'm going to try not to cry when I tell this story. Love and adore, helped raise me. Basically my mother, okay? Because my mom didn't live in the same state as me and was not around very much. My grandma passed away at 84 years old, okay? Now let me share this with you guys. The last time I saw my grandma, this is how I got to say goodbye. This is my grandma and Dominic at my grandma's 84th birthday party with an oxygen tank in her nose and in a wheelchair, okay? My grandma was a firecracker. She was just filled with life and energy and all that, but she didn't exercise ever. And guess what? She probably didn't eat the best diet. It was full of white sugar and white flour and everything. And at 84 years old, my grandma passed away of heart failure. And it'll be 5 years it'll be 5 years in November. That photo that I just held up and showed you, that's the last time I saw her. That's the last time Dominic saw her. And like I said, it was with oxygen tubes in her nose and in a wheelchair. And later that day, it was in a bed with bed sores all over her body, okay? Would I give anything for my 84-year-old grandma, who would now be 89, to still be here had she made a few different choices? Maybe her heart wouldn't have given out on her. Yeah, I would have. So please don't ever come on social media and hide behind a keypad and accuse people of body shaming anybody when they are dedicating their lives to trying to help people better theirs, okay? This is where I'll get a little bit defensive and I will get a little bit angry, because that's not me, that's not what I do, and you guys have to give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes and not just come on and say, oh, you're a terrible person. I'm not a terrible person. I look at a long list of health issues in my family. Everything from my grandpa having dementia, to my grandma dying of heart failure, to my dad having osteoporosis, my one aunt having breast cancer, my other aunt having MS. I look at it in my own family and I say, that can't happen. And I don't want that to happen in my family or in your family. So I'm going to go on, and if I have to post an image that'll maybe make people snap out of it and go, ah, crap, I have a choice, and my choice could be to exercise or my choice could be to sit on the couch. That is my intention. It is not to shame anybody. It is not to make anybody feel bad about themselves. But I just want you guys to remember that if you choose to follow me on my social media, you need to know what kind of person I am, and you need to know where my heart is, and that I am never out to put anybody down. I am out to help and to motivate and to inspire. But if you're going to comment on my page, you need to be there to do the same thing. Help, motivate, inspire, and encourage. And don't attack or assume the worst out of people. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna get back to my day. I'm gonna get back to my work, which is to helping people. I'm actually gonna go do a little bit of good for myself. I'm gonna go do Corpus Christi because that sneak peek is out, and I would love to see what that workout is all about as well. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And like I said, the next time you look at something, maybe just look at it with a vision of love instead of a vision of hate, because I don't come at anything from a vision of hate or putting people down. All right, thanks guys. Bye.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her.
Body positivity, which, by the way, I'm so over this body positivity movement, because it's only body positive to people that are not in shape.
I don't want to take up too much time in spewing a diatribe, but I will say this. By not acknowledging the problem, you can encourage it. And in my opinion, based on what I've seen independent coaches post, what Beachbody themselves has posted, what Carl Daikeler posts, it doesn't really support the positioning that they're taking now with BODi. And in the position they are taking now with BODi, they've not acknowledged any of the problem that they themselves have contributed to all of the coaches that have joined and partnered with them for the past 24 plus years. Let's listen to Autumn.
What's up, you guys? Happy hump day. Hope everybody's day is off to a great start. Wanted to take a few minutes, come on, talk to you guys about healthy obsession because it is coming up quick and I'm getting a lot of questions about it. I'm going to try to keep this live short and tight. I'm going to be talking specifically about nutrition to follow with healthy obsession because that is one of the biggest questions that is coming. So what's up? Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys. Healthy obsession. It's coming to BODi on November 7th. That is when we will start. We will kick it off. It's a 4-week mini program. Basically, you guys have been asking for this for basically 5 years. You've been saying, can we have more?
Let me just ask you this. Let me just ask the audience this. Healthy obsession, the name itself, does not really get behind the health esteem or the body movement that Beachbody has decided to jump on. Now, can people change? Sure, but they're changing and then they're still not acknowledging the problems that they seem to create with the programs that they title, that they format, that they promote, and what the heck? It seems like everyone didn't study for the test. They decided to change and they don't know what they're talking about.
Obsession, but a shorter version, not shorter workouts, just not 80 days long. So that's what this is. We're going to have 3 weeks of working out 5 days a week for approximately an hour, give or take a couple of minutes. And then in the 4th week, we'll still have 2-hour-long workouts in that 4th week, but you also have more downtime to rest, recover, sample new workouts, sample other BODi workouts. You do need your membership to BODi to participate in this. There's a link in my bio if you're only a Beachbody On Demand member and you want to upgrade to have BODi as well. Okay, we're back. Sorry, my internet apparently isn't great. So you can use the link in my bio to do that. You might want to do that anyways, you guys, because if you heard the announcements that came out of leadership last week, one, Beachbody is changing its name. We are now going to be just BODi. So this is sort of our metamorphosis into making sure that everybody really feels included with the company, that all are welcome. It's not about having a beach body. BODi is where everybody can feel good to be themselves. I'm just giving a little bit of background and then I'm going to get into the nutrition component. And with that name change, the Beachbody.
So everyone feels good to be themselves, yet you've specifically said, Autumn Calabrese, that everyone is not welcome as they are because of your perspective on people who are bigger than you. And we saw that in the intro videos. We see that with continued consistent behavior online. And I've got a bunch of questions.
On Demand and the BODi platform are coming together as one. So as of right now, yes, you can still have both memberships, but come the spring, it will all be one thing. So Healthy Obsession is our first super block. This is something new that we're moving towards as well with BODi, is having super blocks every single month. So it's basically your favorite programs redone. 80-Day Obsession is now turning into Healthy Obsession, or getting a new version, Healthy Obsession. So that's what it is. Okay, let's talk nutrition. You guys, there's not one specific answer here, and I know people are probably waiting for...
Autumn, I feel like if you apologize, and apologizing in general can help reestablish the dignity that you hurt and the people that you harmed by saying the awful things that you've said and the health misinformation that you promoted. Maybe I'm wrong. Letting the group of people know that you're the one that was responsible for promoting all that shit. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for asking that question, or even saying, Autumn, frickin' apologize? Carl, you can apologize too.
Waiting for me to give one specific answer, and I don't have one specific answer. So give me a minute. Let me explain sort of the options here and the benefits of either option. So obviously so many people are doing 4-week gut protocol or have done 4-week gut protocol within the last 8 or 9 months. You absolutely can do 4-week gut protocol with Healthy Obsession. And for me, that would actually be my recommendation, right? Like, I know you guys are probably like, oh my God, what about time nutrition? I'll talk about time nutrition in a minute. But I love the idea of doing 4-week gut protocol with Healthy Obsession. For a lot of reasons. One, we want to feel our best, and we know that maybe by taking out some of the foods that cause the most sensitivities, that allows us to feel our best. We know that by not over-caffeinating ourselves, that can help us feel really good. We can still have caffeine. Obviously, cutting out alcohol and excessive amounts of sugar helps us all feel really good. But another thing that helps with is the inflammation in our body. So when we weight train, which is what we're doing with Healthy Obsession, we are going to be lifting. We're going to be lifting pretty heavy in week 2 and 3. That causes some inflammation in your body. It's not, you guys, I don't want you to freak out and think that that's a bad thing. It's just what happens.
Ma'am, Autumn, don't you do it. Do not give nutrition advice. You are not a nutritionist. You're not a registered dietitian. You are not in the position to safely offer suggestions to the people who are looking up to you and who are influenced by your behavior and by your words. Take more care in what the hell you're saying. Seriously.
When you lift heavy, you basically tear your muscle fibers on a microscopic level. And then in the repair process, when blood gets sent to that muscle to help it repair and grow stronger, you can get a little bit of inflammation. And sometimes at the beginning of 80-day obsession, especially back 5 years ago when we did it, I heard a lot of people in the first phase talk about feeling a little bit swollen, a little bit puffy. And that was probably from that repair process, okay? So if you're following 4-week gut protocol and you're eating this really healthy, antioxidant rich, lower sugar, way of eating, I hate saying diet. If you're following this way of eating, that's going to help.
It's a diet.
With some of that swollen, puffy feeling, okay? Obviously, you're also hopefully going to sleep better, and when you sleep better, you repair and recover, and you have more energy to go into the workout the next day. So those are a few reasons why I love doing 4-week gut protocol with lifting heavy, healthy obsession, okay? But I get it. 4-week gut protocol might not be for everybody, and you might have done 80-day obsession along with time nutrition. You guys, time nutrition is still fantastic. Couple things to keep in mind with time nutrition. Go back and review it. Don't assume that because you did it 5 years ago, you remember all of the details of it. Now, you guys might not know this, but there is time nutrition that went specifically with the 80-day obsession workout program. And then there's time nutrition that I wrote that is in Portion Fix, my nutrition program, that can be used with sort of all workout programs. You're going to want to follow time nutrition that is under Portion Fix, because this is not an 80-day program, so we won't be doing refeed days because it's only 3.5 weeks essentially. And you want to use that formula. This is going to be really important. It's basically under Portion Fix. It's the Zone 3 formula that you're going to use for healthy obsession. And you would use that with.
So everybody's welcome. BODi. Health esteem. Feel good while you're here. And, oh yeah, surprise. Here's a very restrictive program for you so that you can feel right at home. Got it, Autumn. Got it.
Whether you're doing time nutrition or 4-week gut protocol, use the formula that says Zone 3. That's just going to tell you what bracket to be in to make sure that your body is fueled properly. That's so important. And the Zone 3 formula, it's there for weight loss, weight maintenance, and even muscle building. So know what your goal is, know what those results are that you're looking for, and then make sure that you use the appropriate formula to get to that. So time nutrition, obviously we're fueling our body like an athlete. I've paired the containers up for you. You know that you're eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. Check out all of that information. Will we be able to go back and watch this video? Yes, you will. I will save this and post it to my feed. So the biggest thing, you guys, is to make sure that you review the information, be it for 4-week gut protocol or time nutrition. And yes, you do also have the option to just follow Portion Fix. Again, this comes down to you and how dialed in you want to be.
Ma'am, I love that she has not once said, why don't you decide to fuel your body the way that feels right to you? Or why don't you go and talk to a registered dietitian? Or, yeah, let's start moving our bodies together. And as you get more comfortable moving your body, maybe make small strategic changes. Like, why don't you add a bottle of water? Why don't you add more fruit? Why don't you add more veggies? Not once has she talked about making small incremental changes. She has talked about making these huge changes and living within the BODi ecosystem. I have little patience left.
Michelle, I'll answer that question in just a second, but let me finish talking about nutrition. I think you're misunderstanding what I said a few months ago.
Okay.
So you guys,
okay.
My two biggest recommendations would be 4-week gut protocol or timed nutrition. But if you want to follow just Portion Fix the way it is and mix and match your containers however you would like, you can do that as well. I'm not here to say this is the one best way to do it, because what is good for one person might not be good for the other. Somebody might do really well with 4-week gut protocol. For somebody else, that might feel a little bit too restrictive, even though it's not restrictive, but it might feel a little too like,
oh my God, it is restrictive.
Steps, and they might want more variety. Some people might be willing to give up their alcohol for the 4 weeks that we're doing this. Others might not. That's your call. I'm giving you options.
I'm giving you 2 options, but none of those options include you trying to do something at home for your food decisions. Autumn, there's way more than 2 options. There's way more than 2, and I would say, in my opinion, the options that Beachbody provides for your nutrition, whatever, is not ones you should ever choose. In my opinion, I obviously don't know what I'm talking about.
Personally, we'll be doing 4-week gut protocol with it. Like I said, you can do time nutrition. I know the next question that I'm going to get asked is, can you do time nutrition with 4-week gut protocol? The short answer is yes. The more detailed answer is I won't be going in and making new PDFs for you guys showing you how to break up your red A's and your red B's and your yellow A's and your yellow B's.
What?
That would be
Autumn?
up to you to just say, here's...
Autumn, you don't want to yell at us again because we're not reading the PDFs correctly, or that we can't go back and forth and go through the funny little system to be able to tell what the right answer is because you got frustrated answering our questions with the PDFs? Oh, you're not making us a new one? I'm shocked. I'm so shocked.
So I'm putting, you know, the containers are there in time nutrition. Put your red A where you need it, your red B where you need it, your yellow A, your yellow B. It's going to be a little bit different because you have less purples, less yellows. So you would have to play with it a little bit. It's just, things have come up really quickly and we just haven't had a chance to do that. So I don't, that wouldn't be done.
We ran out of time
for
Great.
Healthy Obsession. So if you're willing to take that on yourself and play with it a little bit, as long as you're getting your container.
She had time to open up her own paid private group, but she didn't have time to provide new information for this new program that's launching for the new people who are going to be signing up for BODi. And they're going to be giving a crap ton of money to Beachbody, yet she didn't have the time. Okay, I got it. Clear as mud, Autumn.
Containers in, you're good to go. So like I said, I wanted to keep this really tight about the nutrition component so that you guys could watch it, understand it. Those are my recommendations. 4-week gut protocol or time nutrition. If you want to do portion fix, you absolutely can. I think 4-week gut protocol or time nutrition is a little bit better with this. So you are a little bit more dialed in. I personally will be following 4-week gut protocol. Michelle, to answer your question really quickly, she was asking a question. She said, I thought you said a few months ago you were tired of the body positivity BS. So how do you feel about the new name of BODi being body positive? You guys, it's not that I'm tired of body positivity.
Let's insert the clip again that we played at the beginning of the video. Right here.
Body positivity, which, by the way, I'm so over this body positivity movement because it's only body positive to people that are not in shape.
Okay, and let's listen to Autumn's answer.
Body positivity is absolutely amazing, and I think we should embrace it. What I'm tired of is people screaming body positivity and not being body positive towards every body type, right? Like people like me being smaller, leaner, things like that get attacked all the time. Like, oh, you look like you have an eating disorder. Oh, you must not eat healthy. You must do something super restrictive. You must not enjoy your food. So when I say I'm tired of the body positivity BS, I'm tired of people getting behind bodies, like using that messaging to bash one type of body and celebrate another. I think we need to celebrate all body types. And that is why I actually absolutely love the direction that Beachbody is shifting.
That is not what you said. That's not what you said.
Too, from being Beachbody to BODi and being really inclusive, because we always have been that. It's that our messaging has never changed. We're here to help people lead healthy, fulfilling lives. There's no judgment on anybody's body. Other people might put judgment. We don't. And we never have. But the name Beachbody was a trigger to some people and made people not necessarily feel like they fit in with the company because they didn't feel like they had a beach body. So I think it's absolutely... My dog sees another dog. So I think it's incredible, the new direction that we are moving in. But I want to be very clear that my message was never that I'm tired of body positivity. It's that I'm tired of people hiding behind the message. And
no, that is not what you said. We have a recording of what you said. You said it multiple times in multiple different ways. And you've also implied it with things you said. Like at the beginning of this video, when you were talking about the older individuals and how one, and this is my interpretation of it, was better than the other. You decide today. Okay, Autumn.
And using it to attack other people.
I
did speak to the transition of BOD to BODi platform at the beginning of this.
You use your positioning to attack people who are bigger than you. You do. I mean, at least be honest about your positioning, because you can't gaslight forever. I mean, maybe you can. Isn't it exhausting to constantly say, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. You took it the wrong way. Word for word, we took it the wrong way? Man.
So definitely check out the video from the beginning. Let's see, there's a question. What do you recommend for beginners to be ready? So you guys make sure, first of all, obviously make sure you have your subscription to BODi. You're going to need that to access the videos. Decide what your goals are in terms of weight loss, weight maintenance, or like actually bulk up and put on
health esteem. Yet the first few objectives she said, what are your goals? Weight loss, number one.
And put on size. Everybody has different goals. Then decide what nutrition plan you want to follow. Fitness and nutrition go hand in hand. You don't want to be putting in hour-long workouts 5 days a week and then not eating healthy and fueling your body so you don't feel good and you don't recover properly from these hour-long workouts. So whatever nutrition program you pick, go back and review it. It doesn't take long. If you're committed to this journey and you're committed to hour-long workouts 5 days.
Whatever nutrition program you pick, obviously she's referring to any of the Beachbody ones. You decide, but you need to pick one. Okay. Well, maybe we're not doing any nutrition programs from Beachbody. Maybe we're just figuring it out. Or, here's a shocker. Why don't you freaking work with a professional? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Days a week, you might as well take the time and watch the videos and really know exactly what it is that you want to achieve over the course of these next 4 weeks. You got to have a goal. Make sure you have your loops and your slides. If your loops are really old, like you've had them since the original 80
buy some more from Beachbody.
They're probably pretty stretched out. So get yourself some new loops. Right now, you could be going back and doing the A Little Obsessed videos. There's 5 workouts in A Little Obsessed. They're 30-ish minutes long. And that just...
You do realize, anyone ever watches this video, y'all realize that there's more than Autumn Calabrese super trainer at Beachbody. She only references herself that she could be the only trainer that you would want to do workouts from. Is that only from me picking that up? Because that's a pretty strong undertone to what she's saying.
This gives you a nice review of sort of the format of the program. You get a chance to practice with the loops, you get a chance to practice with the slides, and get a feel for what is coming. So if you've never done 80-day obsession, I would do those 5 workouts of A Little Obsessed and start to get that feeling of what's coming. Y'all, the loops, just so you know, if you're new to using loops, on day 1, they are going to roll on you, they are going to irritate you, you are going to be frustrated, it's normal. So it's good to start practicing with them now, finding out the positioning where it works best for you, so that come day 1 of Healthy Obsession, you're not frustrated trying to figure out the loops. Somebody asked me, can you do 2B Mindset with a Healthy Obsession? Absolutely. You guys, I never speak on 2B Mindset because it's not my program, and it's not that I'm saying, oh, you can't. I just don't want to speak about something I haven't familiarized myself with because it's not my place to speak on Alana's program. So you absolutely can do 2B Mindset. You gotta go watch that. You gotta go watch those videos because I can't advise you on something that's not mine. I haven't learned about it. And I haven't learned about it for a reason because we're in the same ecosystem of BODi. We try to be really careful not to, we do have a lot of similarities in certain things. Obviously, I always tell you guys drink plenty of water. Your green container, your veggies is the container you get the most of.
Wow.
So we just try to be careful, not to end up saying the...
She's been with Beachbody for 1 billion years at this point. And 1 billion is an exaggeration, okay? I'm not saying that literally. She's been with Beachbody so long, yet she doesn't give a flippity-flop about any of the other trainers or any of the other trainers' programs. So she can't actually give you a good recommendation because if she was fully informed about all of the other programs that were available and someone came to her and said, hey, I have these goals, or I'm thinking about this, or, shocker, I enjoy doing this. Is yours the best fit for me? She could have said, hey, you know what? You like doing X, Y, and Z. This trainer is the best one for you. Isn't that a more credible position for Autumn to take? Yet she doesn't know a darned thing about any of the other programs. She only works out to herself. I just think that's a pretty closed off position to be, especially when you're a team of super trainers.
Exact same thing in some ways, if that makes sense. So anyways, you absolutely can. No, there won't be tracker sheets. Yes, there will be a calendar. Somebody said, why are you going back to hour-long workouts? You guys, hour-long workouts are fantastic. And there's no one right way or wrong way of working out. And a lot of people love working out for an hour. I know I do. And people have been asking for it. And people felt amazing with the original 80-day obsession.
I like working out for an hour, so that's why I'm doing it. Even though maybe not everyone who takes your programs enjoys that. Okay, got it. Clear, clear, clear. Clear. Your positioning is crystal clear.
Program, so we're giving you guys what you're asking for. Not everything has to be 30 minutes. Not everything has to be 20 minutes. When you're talking about your health, sometimes you got to push a little harder and go a little longer and challenge yourselves. So that's why we're going back to it. Couple more questions. Which loops are best to use, the 12 or the 9? It's not about what's better. It's a lot about height. So I'm 5'3". I use the 9-inch loops. You guys, I'm short and I'm petite. So 9 inches are better for me. Like when I put them around my thighs, if I had a 12-inch loop around my thighs, I would get no resistance from it at all. But if somebody's like 6 feet tall, they probably need the 12-inch loops for different moves that we do. If you are a little bit on the heavier side, again, there's no judgment on that, but it might be a little uncomfortable to have the 9-inch loops around your thighs, so 12-inch might be better.
Come on, Autumn.
That would be the difference between the two, is just height and size to make sure that you're not having loops like completely digging into your legs and things like that, and to make sure you have enough distance when we have the loop around our foot and in our hand and we're doing certain leg work. So that would be the difference between those two loops.
Wow.
Okay, let's see. So what if you don't have BODi? I only have Beachbody on demand. If you don't have BODi, you won't have access to Healthy Obsession. You will need to upgrade if you want to.
Yeah, you got to upgrade. You got to buy it.
And like I said at the start of the video, the two platforms are getting combined this spring. So eventually there will only be one membership. It will be the BODi membership and everything will be under there. So it's a perfect time
Might
to
as well do it early.
Get ready for it. Okay. I think is BODi and Beachbody the same? Beachbody is switching its name over to BODi. I talked about it at the beginning of the video, and that's to be more inclusive and make everybody feel like they're welcome and they belong.
I like how she
fitness,
doesn't
nutrition,
say
and
that.
mindset, so we're adding mindset
She
to the
steps
platform,
around
which
it.
is huge. Patrick Colbert just joined us. You guys, I talked all about that, but like I said, I'm getting out of control with how long this video is. I really want to keep it about nutrition. So somebody said people should use the fabric loops. You got to be careful actually with the fabric loops. They don't really work for this program because they're too thick, and when we do certain things with it around our foot and in our hand, you won't be able to move that loop the way we need to be able to move it. So you do want the yellow, green, and blue loops, and you just need to practice with them, you guys.
Get them from Beachbody.
Are we going to the zoo? Yes, we are going to the zoo with all new animals. So get ready for that as well. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have an amazing Wednesday. I got to go get ready for day 3 of rehearsals. I hope this information on nutrition helps you guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.
Autumn, just for a quick question, Autumn, what the hell? Again, you can say and you can position yourself however you want. I say there's a problem with that when you don't acknowledge what you've said in the past, especially when that so strongly contradicts the movement and the direction that Carl is supposedly taking Beachbody, now BODi, into the future. People remember what you said about bigger people. It wasn't just, oh, well, people are looking at smaller people with a negative perspective. Again, you can look at what Autumn said compared to what Autumn said. And I think that there is a problem with saying, oh, that's not what I meant, when how could we have interpreted what you said any differently? I'm going to do my best to add a mix of shorter videos into the lineup. I've been trying to do that with my Young Living content, and I'm going to try to do that with my Beachbody content. Let me know any suggestions you have, or super trainers or independent coaches that you want me to look at in the comments of this video, and I will see you on the next live stream or the next video. Bye.